Alright everyone, it's time to rock and roll. It is time for more colony survival. It is here the night of day number 23. It's just 11 p.m. and we're here at a familiar spot. Now at the end of the last episode we agreed that I was going to be working on the housing project in order to get that completed, and I've done exactly that. So they're not one, they're not two, but they are now 3 layers high, and we've got an entire walkway system here, and we have 10 buildings, but only 9 of them are filled with beds. As you see, some of the zombies walking on the behind, because this here is the staircase that goes all the way to the top. So there's 2 beds per house, and ironically enough, and this was not planned out, but if we do need to expand further, we can even put, not on that level, but on this level, an additional floor in, so we can basically double up on the houses again for what we have and then turn it into a proper apartment complexes. But we're not at that stage yet. For now, I like them as individual small towers. Now let's quickly hop on down 2 floors down, because there's still a couple of beds that I need to put in. There we go, 1 here, and those ones already have. You also all done and dusted. Very good. Now let's pick up the torch from here, quickly drop you in here and 1 in there, and then we're all good. Now I even got the time to add some trees here just for aesthetic looks, because it's going to be nice to have the housing separated from everything else, have a couple of nice trees growing around it. And then here we're going to be working on what will be our first factory. I think it's going to be not on the first, not on the second, but potentially on the 3rd. Let's put our corner down right about there. There we go. So at least we have that laid out. That's going to eventually make its way over here. And then we'll dig this through as a nice walkway to go from the apartment buildings here to the actual work floor. Alright, now I know that they are not going to be using it, but again, for aesthetics, and aesthetics do matter. I did record already an episode number 4, and earlier today I did drop the poll out, because I want to know if you guys want to either see that episode, or if you want me to make another episode just on the pathfinding and the options we have for actual base defense, because I did find out a couple of very interesting things. But I edited the video, I even uploaded it, it's basically ready to set and go live, but I've rewatched it back and I'm not happy with it. And since I want to put out at least mediocre at best content, I am going to be redoing this one. Now, I did do my homework before we started the episode, and our first point of call is going to be our porridge. So in science, the next one that we want to unlock is going to be porridge. That will increase our monster threat by 15, but we are more than fine for the number of guards that we have at the moment. The only thing that it's going to require is empty pots. Now, we need 5 of them. We have 1 pottery table right here, but we're going to need a couple more. And we have 1 up here as well, but this guy is working on luxury items, which are actually not worth it that much. So how about you just go back to the regular as well, and we increase that to 100 pots. So both of you go to work on pots. Now we've got 2 clay miners. I think it is 3 potteries that we can have on 1 clay miner. So we're just going to be adding a couple of extras. Yes, we need to hire more people in order to do the jobs, but we can definitely handle that. So let's drop you down here for now, and let's get ourselves the job blocks here for that. Pottery stations, we have 2. Let's put in both of them to get our pots, etc. up and running. So right here we have our merchant's table. Now we don't actually need somebody on there in order to work with it. So we're going to be moving this, and let me go and pick it up. It doesn't need a crate, which is a good thing. And we will do a couple of small adjustments here as well. And one of the adjustments is going to be right on you. You can make 1,200 of those. And we can actually have, I think, 4 or 5 furnaces for 1 of the copper miners. Now, we have a couple of them out there. So let's also add a couple of furnaces out there. And that's going to be this crate also full of people. There we go. Let's recruit to fill all the jobs there. And now we can start working on this. So I want to have you. I think if we do 1 more, now we can lean in and we can put a buff. Yes, we can. Good, because I do not want to obstruct the flag too much right now. And then there we go. We'll make our walkway down here. because we do need to have a path towards the flag, especially at the moment, because it is still used by all of our colonists. And then we just build this one out. I love the control function, that you can just hold control and you will not drop off. Okay, so we go to our banner tool, we click here and we say move the banner, and that is perfect. All right, so now we can expand this further, and we have it right there. Yeah, we have it right there. As I said, symmetricality matters. There, so we have another walkway on that side. And let's do another one on this side as well. Just to keep all four corners the same. Now, we cannot do the last corner right now, but we will be doing that soon. Okay, so I'm going to be closing you almost off. And this is, if you can get... No. Now, I wish I could actually turn you, but alright, that works for me. This side is already closed up. And then we'll just close the rest of them off here as well. So we've got a nice pillar, and we know at the bottom of it is where we have a merchant trading table. Now, because we're going to need the empty pots, I am going to quickly go over here. And we do not have a water gatherer. Did we already stop him? Have a quick look. No, we did not. So we will just stop him just briefly to make sure that we collect the empty pots. He was probably on his way to... Yeah, he was probably on his way to get himself some food. Alright, and with all of those efforts, we now have enough colony points. So we go here to science. There we go, porridge. To-dum. That unlocks this. Now, for that, we're going to need to find this one. And that added here the fire pit. Now, I'm going to want 4 of those. Going to put them on high priority. And we are still shy of a couple of people, so we recruit again. To fill all the jobs. Alright, so and as the night is falling again, we actually have a threat level of 28. I think that is just before we kick over to the next level where we're going to get the different type of zombies, but we'll have a look. Now, we've got the 4 guys out here, and they easily manage everything that is coming this way. Alright, so right here, we're going to be adding an additional entrance. Now, this one's going to be... I think we've got that one at 4 high. 1, 2, 3. Are we sure it's that on 3 high? I mean, count twice. Yeah, it is on 3 high. So it is at the right level right here. And then let's just switch over to the other planks because the wood flooring looks nice and it is cheaper. Okay, so then we go one in and then we just move it out from there. So this is going to be the next entrance. And we can do that the nice way by just crouching and leaning over. Alright, and I think... yeah, we can do it up here. There. Okay, so we need to break the pathfinding quickly. So that last one will come in once we got night guards up here to defend the rest of it. Now let's pick you up. And let's give you an additional level. Now, of course, I can jump and click as much as I want. But if I don't have blocks there, it's not going to help. There we go. So the previous one was too high. We're now going to add an additional layer. There we go. And we're going to go and lean out. Not there, but here. There we go. Can we do that? Yes, we can. And let's do it right here. No, a little bit lower. There we go. Perfect. So then we want to go and add an additional layer down here again. And then we're going to go here to the level where we actually want to be. So this is going to be the new wall level, the secure walkway that we will have all the way around our base. Or, yeah, and I'm also going to lower this one already. And we'll do this a little bit different. We'll just add you, remove you. Look at that. And then we'll just do it like this. Yes, like that. So we can have a nice walkway over it. We do have a nice majestic entrance. And then here we're just going to add the rest of the walkway. Now, it's not going to be used at the moment. It will be used eventually. once we get to completing this. And as a temporary measure, at least for now, I've added in some stairs right here. Now, I don't want to have them too close here because the zombies need to make sure that they're pathing towards the flagpole rather than up here and come destroy our night guards. And yeah, we're going to be leveling this up as well. So we might as well start doing that. Now, we're going to do the same thing here. So you are actually going to go out, and there, we get the extra level up there. Let's get a torch on top. And add an additional block here, as well as there. Because this is all going to be higher in general. With it now being daytime and all of our guards off duty, I will be taking all their job blocks away. So we're going to have a couple of homeless and jobless. Well, no, not homeless, but they're going to be jobless. And I'm going to be removing all the planks from here, as well as everything else. And we're going to be adding this to a newer level. All right, and now, before we actually have quite a big problem, because you can nice and clearly see now what the idea behind it is. So I can add an additional lever or another level, all depending on how much traffic we're going to get right in this area. But with all these guys, we should easily be able to take on all of them. Now, we have quite a few of the Night Slinger Guard blocks. Don't need that many. We're just going to start off with 4 again. Going to place 2 down here, 2 down here, and 2 down here. That should definitely do the trick. All right, we'll be safe. And right here. So we've got 6 now, 3 and 3. On this side, we're going to be building it out pretty much exactly the same way. So we're just going to go out here and set all of this up. Now, you guys are right until there. So we have 2 blocks up here. 2 blocks. Now, the 2 blocks are so the zombies cannot walk on them. And then we have 2 blocks right up there. So that should be exactly the same as we have here. And then we have 1, 2, 3 blocks in front where the walkway comes out. And we're now here on the far side of the other end. Now, here you can already see a little bit as to how it works. But here you can actually see how it is really going to look like once the section is complete. And I think that just looks absolutely awesome. Now, we already have the walkway here. We don't really have the protection on the sides yet. So let me not be a complete clown. And let's have a look how our John Waynes are doing today. I mean, so far they seem to be doing quite okay because not a zombie in sight. Ah, there we have one. All right, let's have a look. I bet my money on this guy. Nope, John Wayne here right in front of me took him down with a clean headshot. And one of the other things I can actually not wait for here in science to unlock, and that's going to be quite a while still until we get there. There is going to be here is the lanterns. For the lanterns, we need the jeweler and the researcher. For the jeweler, we're going to need ropes and brass. For brass, we're going to need the Bronze Age. For that, we're going to need the scribe. For that, we're going to need the writer. For that, we're going to need the anvil. And that is almost next on our list, because in order to get the anvil, we need the copper anvil. No, that is going to unlock the copper anvil. To get the anvil, we need leather. And to get leather, we're going to need ourselves a tanner. And to get the tanner, we need animal carcasses. We actually already have that, so we could potentially unlock him and start working on that. But no. Almost, yeah, because his work is needed. All right, we'll do just that. Let's get another block down. There we go, and then let's get ourselves, well, the tanner, unlock you clown. There we go, increases a monster threat by 10. We can do that, there we go, that is all done. So now we're waiting for this guy up here, him, to actually make us a tanner's table. And we actually want 4 of those. But for the tanner's table, we're going to need linen. For the linen, we're going to need the tailor, which we can do. It's only going to cost us a little bit of wheat. We have more than enough of that. But in order to get the linen, you can now make the tailor shop. Yes, you can. So put you on high priority as well. How are we actually looking for our fire pits? Because I don't see any. No, of course not. Because manage jobs, my job block crafter guy is off. Recruit 1. Manage jobs, and we put you back down by 2. So now we're going to get this guy coming in. Wow, see, almost messed that one up. But okay, let's go out here and let's quickly open you up. And We're going to replace you now by a regular block as well. Or are we going to do it here? There, like that. You up here. Yeah, that's much better like that. Absolutely. Alright, now what we're going to be doing out here is going to be relatively easy as well, because we need to add ourselves another farm. And this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can just pull it across just the same length as we did with the wheat. Alright, so with this set and prepared, we can now go here for the flax farmer. I'm going to give you the same amount of space there, and then we will quickly recruit to fill all the jobs. Just to make sure that we got this guy here as soon as possible, because we're going to definitely need him to get us some flax sooner rather than later. And we only have a few crates left. Might actually need to have a look what our tinkerers are doing. There we have the flax farmer in his beautiful purple. Well, it's not purple, it's more magenta. Magenta is not a real color. We all agreed on that. Okay, so we've got a couple of fire pits coming in, which is also good. And what are my tinkerers busy with? They think they're done. Oh, that is quite a problem. So yeah, you work on 50 crates. Go for that. And you think 10 crates are enough, but you're also working on something else. What are you working on? You're working on porridge. Well, not porridge, but the other stuff. Okay, so far we only have one fire pit, but let's get it down and let's have a look. So wheat porridge and cooked meat. Now that we're going to get from the tanner that we did unlock, and that is just set to infinite, which is good. So I'm going to recruit another person to work on that. Our threat level is at 38.9, and that means here I'm going to put this first of all to low and then put it all the way to 0. And I'm going to do the same thing right here, because I don't want them to be wasting the wheat anymore, because this guy is going to turn 24 seconds with stone tools, 3 wheat and a pot of water and planks. Fair enough for the fire pit to actually work. Now, if Charlie over here can make his way here and start making, so that is 24 seconds for 1. Yeah, that should be okay. Why is it planks though? Yeah, I would expect him to use firewood, but that's good. It's all fine. There we have another one. Let's grab you and get you down there. And let's get this guy to do the same thing there. And yeah, they are set to infinite, so that's all good and well. Alright, so that is going to be 24 seconds, so that's about 12. That's about 24 meals right here. I do want to have an additional one where you take 20 seconds but 6 wheat and you use water. So we should have more than enough pots. Again, have a look here. We have at 40 empty pots. So let's get ourselves managed jobs. And let's get the water gatherer back on duty. Going to need to hire a new guy for that. But that's good, because we have quite a decent amount of meals. And we are looking quite good when it comes to our bed space. I do want to go again for the wood flooring. Do we have some more crates? We actually have some more crates. That is good. And that is for over there. And now we're just going to get ourselves... Let's only do 3 here. I think 3 will cover. I hope 3 will cover. Recruit to fill all the jobs. So now we do need to be a little bit more careful with how we spend it. We only have 175 sling bullets. That is not too good. Let's have a look what these clowns are doing. You have your limit at 100. Let's put that up to 350. Yeah, yours is up to 200. So you guys need to make a little bit more of that, because we're going to have a lot of people here on guarding duty. And if we have a lot of people on guard duty, we need a lot of bullets. So far, only 1 out of 3 is here, but he's holding the fort. Now, let me take a quick sling. And there we go. I mean, better be safe than sorry. Just in case we need to help him defend. I mean, we suck at it. There we go. At least we'll do some damage. Now, where's the other guy? Oh, they went over there. Yep, so we got 6 guys on this side and only 1 there. That's not really a fair deal now, is it? Let's quickly get up here and... Not like that, but there you go. You go over there, buddy. He needs your help more than this guy needs it. And same's for you. Please do disappear. Well, don't disappear, but make your way over there. Because the last thing that we need is for this place to be overrun by those creatures. And us losing a whole lot of people. That was nearly a decent shot. There we go. Got him at the end. There we go. So now we got 2 here. And Charlie up here is going to go and make his way and stand right there. And I think... Oh my goodness, I actually had him. Nice. Okay, I'm just wasting bullets. I'm no good at this. And these guys here clearly have it covered. Those guys have it covered. So 7 cards. Definitely more than enough. 119 slings left. And the majority is probably down to me wasting half of it. Okay, so as those guys do the protection, it is time for us to start working on this. So now let's think this out for a moment before we start building it. We put a crate here. We have no space there yet. Crate there, so that's also not going to work out. Now what we could do, of course, is let's pretend this is the job block. That's the empty block. Then we have the crate here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We could have 4 blocks. Yeah, we've got 2 more crates. So we've got 4 blocks. And that gives us 8 jobs. Now, this is not the most efficient way of doing it. I mean, we would get most bang of our buck, not necessarily space-wise. Space-wise, it would have to be a very interesting construction. Empty, so you go here. Yeah, not exactly yet, so you guys need to move 1 over. See, but that will be interrupting our walkway again. Unless we come in another one. But then the roof of this is going to be flush with... Well, it will be anyways, isn't it? No, it will not, because we're only going to go 1 out. So yeah, then it will the roof will be flush with the walkway that we have around here. All right, well, I mean, I'm just going to have to live with that. We just cannot have all the efficiency, so we'll just stick with the job blocks right here. 4 of them. Then we'll use you for crates at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we've got the spare blocks. That's the actual block that needs to go in there. So that's already laid out and good to go then. And there we have the other 4. Then we do this the other way around again. Yeah, I think that's going to work. And then we've got a nice walkway in the middle. And then here we're going to have the exact same thing again. And again, that's going to be 4 and 4. Okay, so now the question then is, how many am I going to need? That is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right, so if we start off with 4 sets of these, we should be absolutely fine. So if I take not just you out, but this was the one that I was actually after, and we put this up as a wall, then we have pretty much a perfect size building to start off with. And then again, I mean, we can always expand. We can go down, we can go up, we can put it any direction we want to. But the groundwork is relatively important. Now let's have a look. How does that line up here, though? Yeah, I think we can make something nice out of that. All right, so there we go. The outline is there. Already have even prepared. So if you're ever wondering how easily I get distracted, yeah, easy. So let me turn this up here, and then we want one like that, just so they can already go up here. So we already prepared for a second floor, which we don't need at the moment, but I'm not going to be putting down anything else for the second floor because it's eventually going to become the ceiling. But right now I do not have the wood for it. So we're just going to wait until we have some more of the the floor panels, and then we will use that in order to make the floor, and straight away have a second floor too. Alright, so and since it is nighttime again, our night guards did an absolutely amazing job. They are more than capable of handling whatever is coming their way, which is a good thing. So I will utilize this time to move over all the job logs, so to say, and that way we end up not having to disturb any of our production. Okay, so the main framework is all set up. I've got the torches out here. Now there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks that I am missing. So as soon as I'm going to get 8 more of the wood flooring, we'll fix those gaps up as well. Up here we're stone already, so let's have a look. Now, first things first, what do we want to have? Let's move over our 2 fire pits. Food is important, so let's make sure that those guys are moved already. There we go. And do we have more fire pits ready to go? We do, so let's grab another 2 and just put them in. So we've got a full row of fire pits. Then, next thing we want to do is we grab the furnaces, which actually take a little bit longer than I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 furnaces. Alright, so that's going to become 8. I hope I have enough. Which means you guys are going to go 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's have a look. Do we have another 3? Exactly. Perfect. Look at that. So now we've got 8 furnaces set up, 4 fire pits. Might get another 4 here, but let's see how it goes. Then what is the next thing that we have? Pottery, 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 pottery. So that's 4. So let's put those ones across from the fire pits for now. There. Alright, so then we can pick up these things. Okay, so then we have 4 splitting stumps. And I think if I have enough for it, I'm going to be adding an additional 4. I don't. I only have 2 more. Alright, let's recruit to fill all the jobs. Yep, let's get all of them nice and busy. How much wheat do we have? Do we have enough? We've got more than enough. So yeah, the 4 fire pits, definitely enough for that. So let's first get the 2 tinkerers in there. There, and then now I can take this one away, because that guy will just finish whatever he was doing into the next one. There we go. 1 here and 1 there. So we got ourselves a nice little production hall ongoing now. So we also have the tailor shop. How much flax do we have? 90. Okay, so you start here and there. Alright, so the only guy that we currently have left out here is the guy who is making the actual job blocks. Now, I'm not going to add more than 1, because I don't really see the need for more than 1 at the moment. I would like to get the 2 guys on flax though. Now let's quickly go here. Manage jobs. Tinkerers, tinkerers, tinkerers. There, I just keep you at 2. And then we can recruit to fill all the jobs. Okay, so now we've got a threat level of 42.5. 42.5. So, yeah, I do think that we need to now add an additional guard on this set as well to have a 4 and 4. Just to make sure that we get ourselves ready for that. Alright, so we add you here and here. That should do the trick. How are we looking? Sling bullets. We're getting there. I do feel that I'm going to up it to 500 right now. I think that just makes sense. There. And that is for all of them, so they'll be busy with all of that. Okay, so let me get this all back in here before they get too occupied with all of that. Now, I thought I had 2 tinkerers, but one of them might actually be busy somewhere else. Okay, then. How are we looking here for our science? Grocery shop. Yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. Anvil. Well, no, we're good. We are good. So all that we need now is colony points. You have no linen. What do you want linen for? I don't know. But But let's get ourselves to 50 points. There we go, that's 75. 15. I only can get to 99 with this. Right, so I need to wait for one linen. These guys making linen. Yeah, linen takes such a long time. But let's just spend it. Science, grocery. Oof. Now, that's going to make a big difference, and I will utilize the space right here. There, and I'm going to be putting these two in there. And then once we get the grocery store, because the guy needs to make them. Who needs to make them? You. You make grocery stores. Okay, so I want 4, and you also need linen. All right, we'll wait for that to be finished. And let's grab ourselves a few more of these nice mud bricks. Do like them. Sorry guys, you're gonna lose your view, but trust me, it is for good reason. There, so plug that up, but keep this here, because I think we need to have the block above it empty. Then we'll put a grocery store right here. That's good for all of these guys. And then once we get the tools workshop, the tool store, whatever it's called, we'll put that right here. There, also plug this one up. Good. So we've got tools on one side, groceries on the other side. So the guys basically don't have to leave this place unless they go to sleep. Okay, so they need 180 seconds. That is 3 minutes. And they need 6 flax. I've got 138 flax. I feel that we put up another 2 of these. Especially since the linen, we can sell it as well for an okay amount. Yep, see, he's already making new ones. That's good. Keep him busy. Then here, recruit to fill the jobs. Good, so now we're literally waiting for this guy to make us a grocery shop, for which we now have the linen. So let's put you there. Let's put that back to the lower priority. So once he's done with the tailor, he will make us a new... he will make us not a new, he will make the first of the grocery stores. Okay, so it's got a little bit cramped and crowded in here. But that's okay. I mean, you can nearly smell the sweat coming off. But we've got 19 meals. We are not looking too good on the food front. We've got 54 people. This is 48 meals. How are we doing wheat-wise? 249. Yep. Alright. Flip you around. Pottery is going to go over to that side. Do we have more fire pits? We've got an additional 4. Perfect. There you go. And I'll wait for the morning to hire those guys, because otherwise my meal count will go to 0. Because they take 4 meals each, and then we have no food at all for tomorrow. And to help us out a little bit with the food situation, I'm going to add a tinkerer. Let's put you to 3. There, so now we need 5 people. And I've added a group number 5, which basically is the same as group number 1. The only difference is that this has the 20 wheat cruels as a high priority. Yeah, let's put it up to 35. No, let's keep it at 20, because we've got here these 8 guys who will start working on that as well. So we are okay. Now, threat level 43.4. Let's quickly stick our nose up here to have a look how these guys are doing. I mean, so far they're doing well. Nothing has made it through yet. I assume that's going to be the same for this side. Let's just quickly check on them. I mean, both sides have 4 of them, so as long as nothing comes through, I'm not going to be adding any additional ones yet. But I think we're going to, once we hit threat level, probably 60s, 70s, that's where I think it should get a little bit more challenging and dicey. And there we go. We have our first grocery store, and we both know where that one is going to go. It is going to go right here, because this is where the majority of the people are working. There we go. So now, instead of having to walk all the way up to the banner, like the majority of those ones still do, they can come right up here, pick up the food from right there. Now, let's have a look if it's going to actually be working. So those guys are all working away on copper, which is one of the best early game options for selling for colony points. Let's have a look. We've got 43. But look at this. We've got plenty of them. So we can only sell 19 because we don't have more space in our inventory. But we also have 1 linen. So sell you, that brings us to exactly 50 points. Ta-da! So 1 copper, 1 linen is good for 10 points altogether. There we go. See, now we're actually flying because now we already have a second grocery table. And where are we going to put this one? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start digging you out. Let's get the other fancies because I still don't have enough wood flooring. Might need to check my settings on that too. There we go. And all right, yes, I can replace you with that. Then we do the same for here. Pick you. There we go. That's much better. Now we're going to get ourselves our grocery store. There. Put you right about there. And then we want to have ourselves a nice torch right above it. There we go. Yes. Yes, that's nice. Nice. So they have a nice place where they can come and pick up their food. This guy already goes there. Look at that. Had a quick meal. Nom nom. And disappears again into the night. Right, so we're going to start prepping this side as well. There. All right. There is you. And you. Now, it's still going to be a while before we're going to get what we need for the tool shop or whatever it's called. But that's okay. Yeah, you're working away on another grocery store. That's okay. You work on that. Then potentially we could, if I remove this, here. Let's do the same thing right here. I didn't know we had such an insecure foundation behind there, but that's okay. Luckily enough, the materials here don't really matter because they don't break any blocks anyways. Alright, then we take you out. And we put the mud bricks in. Alright, now do we have the grocery table ready? We do. Dang, there we go. So they can come here for food. They can come there on the side for food. They've got food right in there. That's massively going to reduce their walk times. And look at that, our meal count is back up to 30 because this guy was munching away on something. Can I remove you? Good. Okay, so now let's have a look here at our splitting stumps because these guys are so busy with the firewood that they don't have time to make all these. So firewood and planks. Now what is churning away through my firewood? Because we need 60 firewood according to the numbers that we just looked at. So 58. Oh, it's the furnaces that are burning them. Alright, and then we've got the pottery. No, the fire pits who are burning through the planks. We only got 64 planks left. Oof. Now, we've got more than enough wood. Do you make the splitting stumps? You do. Alright, let's get that up to 4, please. You're helping out with the planks, which is good. That guy is busy with the slingshot bullets. Oh. Not enough free beds. Well, that is something I didn't see coming. That definitely took me off guard. So. There we go. Let's put all of you away. And in that case, I know what I'm going to have to do. Build another building, isn't it? I mean, if we don't have enough beds, that is definitely a problem. Right, so 1, 2, 3. There we go. You're going to be the foundation corner. And there. All right. Okay, so I'm going to be busy building us at least another 2 buildings here, so this tree can also magically, poof, disappear. Let's get some grass in there. And let's take this one out, because we need the space for more buildings. Okay, guys, but that's where I'm going to be leaving this episode. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, you know the drill. Please remember to hit that like button. Of course, if you want to see more, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. And then I will see you guys in the next episode, where since we now have this part done, let's have a look. I think it is time for us to go for the anvil, then the copper anvil, and the copper tools. Let's get ourselves up to copper tools and let's increase that efficiency. Okay, guys, but that's it for now. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you guys in the next one.